really
Get.
get by?
White.
White, yellow.
Now here, let me turn these so you can actually see them here.
Okay.
They'll like this. These are the years, the ending that these are used on.
Okay. Will you really get by without marking your queens?
Without marking your queens. So there's white in years ending 1 and 6. Okay.
Okay.
Yellow ending in years 2 and 7. Red in years ending 3 and 8. Green, years ending 4 and 9. And blue, ending in 5 and 0. And we're in 0, so this year's color is blue.
Very nice system.
Yeah. And these are Poscas. They're just a paint pencil. Is all they are. And they have a little ball in them. And you shake them back and forth.
So where would you mark the bee?
Right on the thorax.
Okay.
Between the wings. That's that hard center section behind the head.
Do you color the whole body?
Nope, I just put a nice dot right in the middle.
Okay.
On the back. Here, for those of you that might not, like occasionally I've got neuropathy in my hands, and some days my hands work and some days they don't. And so I took, they sell these as plunger kits, and what there is this hard plastic grid all the way across.
Wow.
Now I thought to myself, if I was a queen, would I like to be shoved up against that hard plastic grid, possibly have portions of my body crushed, and you feel the foam down here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Now feel the foam on top.
Yeah.
Okay, I went and got a piece of memory foam.
Yes.
And I put it up there, and I cut the edges so it was rounded.
Nice.
And I made it nice and cushy. And then I took a piece of sport fabric out of a shirt. And when I push her up against that, her thorax will go through a hole, but this stuff stretches and flexes.
Right.
I can adjust the tension on her body, and she'll be
Yeah.
kind of spread out, and she'll go. You know, she's giving her attitude. But anyway, I can let her run around underneath her, and then get her up underneath.
Get her just right.
Yeah, and get her just right, and then take and set that thing down, and do one of these numbers, and get the tip right, and just get right on top, and dob, dob, dob. You know, I make sure that the thorax is there, and the wings are off to the side. And there's all kinds of tools. This works well for me, because I don't just mark with pens. I also use numbered tags, because when I'm breeding queens, I want to know specifically where they came from. And so they sell these packages of tiny marking tags. And this is kind of, people go, this is really getting anal. And I go, yeah, it really is. So, but you use like Titebond 3 Carpenter's glue. But each one of these has a little number on it.
Oh
Oh my
goodness.
word.
Okay, and so far this year I've marked 5. So they go from 1 to 99.
So they just glue on the
You just,
queen?
yeah, these are like pre-punched, and you just hold them down on a hard surface and push, and that comes out, and you got to flip it over. I put a little bit of glue on the back side, and then a little bit of glue on the thorax, and then I flip this over, wet the end of it, pick the number up. I have a little mark on this black mark. I orient it a certain way, so I pick the number up in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
Stick it on the glue on her thorax, and then I just release her for about a minute or two, let that glue dry, and then back into the hive.
And they don't clean it off of her? They
No.
don't?
Well, it's Titebond 3.
Okay.
It's waterproof Carpenter glue. Doesn't affect the colony or hurt her at all.
That's neat.
But that's a tag, so that you can mark them with paint. If you have to have specific records about the queens, which I do. Certain queens I mark. Other ones I'll just blue tag them. Like what I do is I tag all my virgin queens when they hatch out. I have them in an incubator, and then when they hatch out, I just take them out and mark them all. And that way, when I put them in a hive, if I want to know, did that queen successfully mate and return? If I don't mark the queen, I got no way of knowing.
Right.
And sometimes queens will come back from, or a virgin queen will just fly in and go into a colony,
Yeah.
and you don't know where she came from, and you have no idea. So if you mark them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and people, you know, you can get different colors of blue, and you know, and do all kinds of stuff.